How you doing, my Patriots brothers and sisters? Good morning. Say the good morning to Milton. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Here's my little buddy Milton. I love this little guy, man. This guy right here, he's got more heart than any man that ever lived. That guy's got my back. He makes sure his daddy's okay at all time, and I make sure he's okay at all time. I love that little guy. With that being said, my topic for today is this. Whatever happened to the real journalists out there, man? The ones that tell the truth, the ones that put a story out there and you can know it was a real thing that was being said. Mr. Tom Brokaw and Mr. Walter Cronkite and a few others out there, when they told a story, that story was true and accurate. You could count on it. Back in my day, man tell a lie, he was dealt with. I don't know what's going on with these days journalists, but they're not being dealt with. They should be held accountable for their lies. One thing I'm going to tell you this, when Chris Cuomo came out, when he first started his career, I liked the guy, man. He had good topics, and he told, pretty much the truth as far as I could see. And every show, I really watched him a lot, man, and all of a sudden, little by little, his topics became stale, stagnant, and they weren't really accurate. They weren't really the truth. And throughout the years, he became a sellout to the Democratic Party. You guys, the news, we don't want to hear all that bullshit lying that you're doing about Trump. We want to have stories out there, man. Real stories that mean something to the American public. You journalists, we know you're lying. We know you're not telling the truth. That's why your ratings are going down. And down. And down. Good God Almighty. I'm going to tell you what, in my opinion, this. Trump, he's not the greatest president we ever had. But I'll tell you what, everything that man says he was setting out to do, he's done. And what got me the other day, I was reading a topic about the prescription drugs. When he's got it laid out, the prices of prescription drugs are going to drop to where the elderly can afford it and not use their food money to get their medication. But no, the Democrats step in and block it just because they don't want him to look good. That's the only reason they blocked it, because they did not want him to look good for the American public. You know what? I don't know where it came about to where something for the American public shows true that it could work for him and be productive for him and be positive for him. Why one Democrat can stop an issue. It's bizarre, man. Why can't you just get it done? Good God. I'll tell you what, man. You want to start a revolution, guys. That's the wrong thing you want to do, because there's too many people like me that are willing to go out and fight for our country. We don't have a domestic terrorist from the out of the United States. Our terrorism's within. And it's the goddamn news. You news people are the terrorist. You're the new terrorist of the world. You're telling false news. You want to lie. And I don't understand. You're always getting caught in your lies, in your lying, and people are really getting tired of it. We're tired of it. With that being said, I wish we had Tom Brokaw and Walter Cronkite and all them guys back again, man. They'd straighten you young pups up. Chris Cuomo, you're a punk sellout. I wish to God you would see this. God, I wish you would see this. Because I'll tell you what, Chris, get your ass back on track, man. Start telling the truth. Tell the real story. Don't be a sellout to them damn Democrats. Be a real man.